God gave sex to a husband and wife to experience a level of knowledge that no other human being experiences in any other action together. Think about how this is perverted. With pornography, men, you're working with a two-dimensional image. And you're using that two-dimensional image to experience a cheap sexual thrill for a few seconds, and you leave knowing nothing about that image and having exposed yourself and been vulnerable to no one, which means to experience sexual pleasure through pornography requires you to do nothing. You don't have to become better. You don't have to grow up. You don't have to become more holy, more observant, more attentive. It's an act of pure, dead-end selfishness in which you harm yourself and objectify somebody's daughter. You know, God said, husbands, live with your wife in an understanding way. There's a one-to-one correspondence between the healthy marriage bed and how well a husband and wife know each other. Running the other way, that's where all the frustration and resentment kicks in. If a husband and wife are intimate but never growing in knowledge, one or both will feel used. So guys who grew up in pornography get married and they find out that this three-dimensional woman is a little more complicated than those two-dimensional images. On demand, right there, super easy. Take a look. How can I help you? Get the job done and move on. But the real woman is more sophisticated and complicated than that. Because part of the call in sexual intimacy is to come and die to yourself. I didn't know this until we began studying this, that one of the things that separates humans from the animal kingdom is that when animals have sex, they go into heat. It's a biological act merely to reproduce their species. There's no pleasure or joy and intimacy involved in a covenant relationship between two coyotes, right? They're just trying to keep the coyote population strong in Chelan County. That's all that's happening there, okay? Did you know that humans are the only animal species that were designed to make love facing each other? Isn't that wild? Because part of the purpose of sex was given to husband and wife that they might grow in the knowledge of each other. And here's the beauty. The more you grow in the knowledge of your spouse, the more depth of experience is given to your sexual intimacy. Men, God made her hard to figure out so you'd become better and more attentive and more attuned to her needs. You think, man, she's so complicated sometimes. That's the point. So you'd pay attention and pursue. In other words, God designed sex so that self-control and self-denial were a part of the recipe. It's not unlimited to what you want. You got to defer, discern, understand. You got to pay attention, which means, men, you've got to become better. You're going to want to check out the full message. Just click right here to watch the whole thing. This message is just one part of a much bigger series, our full We Conference this year. Just click the SMN logo on the screen or text manhood to 53555. Give a gift of any amount and we'll send you all the conference sessions. This content will 100% bless your marriage. I guarantee it.